Let's explore Szancera Mill in Tarnow, Poland. I explored this mill in September 15th of 2018. And yes, until now, it took me this long to figure out what this used to be. So the mill was built in 1846 and it was destroyed by fire in 2015. So there actually were two fires at this property. The first one was on March 21st, 2015, where a small fire broke out. At this point in time, the fire department asked that the property owner secure the property a lot better from urban explorers and such. It wasn't until April 4th going into April 5th, 2015, that a final fire would destroy the whole building. I will admit that this is one of those explorers where I wish I've done it prior to the fire. I haven't really searched the internet to see if anybody has a video prior to that. But I'll definitely look and see if I can find something. As you can see in the video, Mother Nature has taken over the property. It always amazes me how Mother Nature always will take back what belongs to itself. One thing about this property is that it really has a rich history. Besides being an old mill that was built in 1846, the history goes right through World War I and World War II. In World War II, the Germans took over the mill. The plant continued to operate after World War II, all the way until the fall of the People's Republic of Poland, which, if I'm not mistaken, was in 1989. So the property sat abandoned until 2006 when Tarnow actually purchased the property with the goal of turning it into an art gallery. For the next 3 years, the art gallery did not come to life. And in 2009, the city sold the property to a local entrepreneur who was supposed to turn the property into a hotel and a restaurant. I'm assuming that the restaurant would be on the main level and the hotel would have taken the next 3 floors above the restaurant. As we know what happens next in 2015, we had the 2 fires. From there, I am not sure if the owner still owns the property or whether the property returned back to the city, but the fire was determined to be arson. At some point in time between 2015-2020, it looks like engineers came out to check the property to make sure that it can still stand and that it did not need to be demolished. With that in mind, in 2020, the mill remains entered Registry of Monuments, aka Historic Landmark. Just as a follow-up, I went on to Google Street Views to see if there has been any changes. Unfortunately, the newest Street View goes back to 2021. As of 2023, in an article, it did say that construction was supposed to begin for the hotel and restaurant, but I am not seeing anything coming to life as of quick Google searches. Honestly, if construction was to begin, I would really hope that they would be able to salvage most of the exterior walls if possible. As far as when I was here at that time, everything seemed to be still structurally sound as far as what has happened during the fire. But moving forward to these stairs, I actually got really nervous rewatching this. The stairs are made out of wood, and my hands started getting sweaty because at this point in time I was actually scared climbing up these stairs, not knowing that I probably wouldn't have fallen through, but I wanted to see each level. And as you progress, you can see each floor gets worse and worse. And there were holes in the floor, which were kind of scary. But like I said, I was getting nervous climbing up these stairs, and you can see like I got left behind for a second. But it it definitely was one of those things that you get nervous. You don't do too many crazy things like this when you explore, and I would probably say I'm glad I did it. As crazy as that sounds, it was a very good experience. Definitely a good experience, and I really wish I was able to explore this place before the fire. And it was at this point in time I realized that if the stairs were to collapse, I wouldn't fall through. And my cousin, I believe, was egging me on to go forward. He's like, I got your back. When I finally made it to the top, I was very surprised to see this. Just to think that all of this was above us at one point during the explore. I honestly don't know if I would ever explore a place like this in my life. As you get older, you start realizing things, and this was like one of those things where, yes, I'm glad I got footage of the place, but was my life really worth going to the extreme? But here was a part that we were all kind of like stunned to see and try to figure out like how did this happen or what used to be here. I don't know. Maybe if I find some old videos I can try to figure out if there was some sort of equipment here at one point or did a fire cause this? It is kind of unknown. Thank you to my cousin Dziękuję, bardzo dziękuję for driving us around town and showing us all the local abandoned places in Tarnowie. I really, really had a great time, especially with his buddies as well. We had a lot of laughs, and it was seriously one of the greatest explores I've done in one day. All the places we've checked out, and I believe we checked out another place the next day. I don't recall 100% if we did them all in one day or not, but it was definitely fun. Bardzo, bardzo dziękuję. This spot here, we were kind of creeped out by, because it kind of led to nowhere, and then there was a hole in the wall, and I think we ended up going back and filming the inside of the hole, but like you couldn't see anything. Um, but yeah, it was very odd. You see that hole there. Um, and we also heard something too, so we kind of got a little freaked out and we left. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.